For decades, software engineers used to write a code line by line. Now, today's world, they have the bold question saying that if AI can write most of the code, then what is the role of a software engineer? So today on Next Gen Tech Talk, let's invite Saurabh. He is a very talented in terms of grasping the new gen AI models, which he is leveraging for day-to-day basis work. Okay, so Saurabh, tell me about your journey so far. Um, how you have leveraged AI or learned AI in the early age.
Okay. So hello everyone. First, I'd like to give my introduction. My name is Saurabh Yadav. I'm currently working as a software engineer. My specialization is AI and ML. So as a source, I asked a question what were my when initially I got an interest in the field of AI. So before going into that, I like to tell you I had a very normal schooling, like a normal thing. Uh, so I had a little bit of interest in computer science. So in 10th, I opted for that and I
Mhm.
started learning. I just came to know what a computer is. Previously, we just know that the computer is meant for playing video games and drawings and all.
Mm.
So when I came to know, no, the computer is something different. Like we can design some applications, we can design some websites, like the things which is going on. This is the only humans which we are building, not the machine which
Right.
we are building. So I
Mhm.
have that mind perspective. So when I get into this deep coding and all, so I started having a great interest. And as I know, I belong to the era where I have seen non-technical to the very technical. Like initially
Mm.
when I was at my younger age, so the telephones was very limited. I didn't know what the internet is, but now everything is on the internet. So I have seen that
Correct.
transition phase and lived that. So I think it's very interesting to share how I ended with the AI field. So
Mhm.
let's in 12th I told you my computer science was an thing. On that time I didn't know what AI was. Like I was just
Mm.
thinking that having some sci-fi movies which I have heard it. I never had a bother I had never had thought to think what an AI is. So when the time started, when we think for the college days, we started exploring the courses, what are the courses available. So the thing was going with me as well. So I wanted to explore which courses it is in the field of computer science. I just came to know there's bunch of fields which is lying associated with the computer science, where the AI
Mhm.
was like the booming one. And on
Mhm.
that instant, the AI just came into that play. And the internet got free, so everyone using internet for the free. So I had a very good
Mm.
information and very good use what an AI is doing in these days.
Mhm.
So I think that was the kickstart moment for me. So I choose my bachelor degree in specialization AI. So interesting things went on. Like in college, we have different perspective. We have theoretical part. When
Mhm.
we go for the development part, it's having a very different thing. Theory is just giving having information about AI. So once you come in the company, once you start working on the real projects, it seems way more different. I think yes,
But
sometimes you
but
believe
but any
yes.
chance did you get a chance to explore anything during the college life? I understand definitely once entered into the no industry, any company, joining any company. In today's era, when I'm saying today's era, meaning maybe 5 years back, we have started practicing AI and utilizing models for our use, generating codes, and doing the testing and so on. But what if you can share something about the AI piece which you have explored during your college life?
Yes, sir. For the college, when we have into the college, so we have a projects which we have to assign. So
Mm-hmm,
our main core subject was AI, so we have to develop in that. So for that,
mm-hmm,
I started exploring myself in the field of AI, what we could do. So we started doing with the first project, which I remember, that is sentimental analysis, where we have
mm-hmm,
to find the sentiments using NLP, using different models to train it up. Then again, we came into different one like image classification. That was an
mm-hmm,
Oxford. So we have a bunch of data set which we have downloaded from Kaggle.
mm-hmm,
There was a satellite images where we have to tell predict. the like climate change when it should be. So we have to train our model. So like
Hmm.
it's a different things which you explore. Like it just come with this small topic and you just start working. You will see how big useful it is in the world. So
Correct.
that was my yeah. So that was my college experience. Though I have worked with something rack system in my college as well. Like
Mm.
try to understand what is the model available. So like this
Mm.
also things work, but that was only a small project which we have explored for a month or 2 months and it ends
Okay.
like
Okay.
that.
So you were talking about joining a company and then you have started doing something around AI, or maybe you have leveraged AI into your day-to-day work. So can you share something like what type of impact you have created there? If you can elaborate more around, like if you tentatively talk about what percentage of code you have generated through AI, and later on, what are the human touch, like your brain, you have applied into that. So if you can talk about AI versus human brain, so that will be great to understand for the viewers.
Yes, sir. So it's like so very interesting topic.
Mm,
Like
mm,
because I can see myself how I have interacted with AI and now how
mhm,
I'm like using it up. So initially when you are in the college phase before joining, like we just mostly just go for the the written codes which we already have uploaded on the GitHub. So we used to try
mm,
our own functions and all. So like on that
mm,
time the work has been done and that work we are recreating. We're not
mhm,
making anything new. We are
mm,
just recreating it up the others' work. So when you come into the company, so like now the whole purpose is that it is your requirement and you have to work along this. So it
correct.
have to be your brain. So how you're going to
Mm,
approach it up. So in the
mm,
field, like initially, I'm going to make a differentiation between how AI and me works
mhm,
consequently. So initially, so
mhm,
what I think for breaking the any use cases, I used to do with myself. I used to jot with my pen and diary and all. So I make that
mhm,
requirement with that. So once the
mhm,
thing has been done, so I used to design what an basic architecture should be, what would be the
mm,
user flow. So
right.
that's what I do manually with my human brain. So like if
Mm,
you give in to like if you can give an like AI like something that this is my problem and please generate the solution, it's going to generate a very generic question, not the specific for you. So
mhm,
that is the biggest disadvantage you will feel. So
mhm,
like when everything has been done, the raw thing has been done. So what I
mhm,
do like I made a functions, I made that thing, and I know what the function required is. I just give to the like ChatGPT any code so that can give me a boiler code so that I can just use that code. The whole process is to fasten up my coding speed. So this is what I
right.
use for AI. Like whenever
Mhm,
I stuck somewhere, so I ask for the suggestions. Even
mhm,
you can do for research as well. You have multiple options. So rather
mhm.
than like web scrapping to each and every website manually, you can just give a prompt to the AI and ChatGPT. They can scratch you up and bring up in front of you. So
Right.
this is the way you can make your things faster.
Yeah, I understand. Now, on the other side, other hand, Saurabh, if you imagine that AI suddenly vanishes from the world, now once again, all the engineers, programmers, developers, they brought on the same place where they used to write the code line by line their own. So if you can talk about like how that is going to change your entire workflow of the development, and also your life, like how that is going to impact your life as a developer, as a professional.
So like first thing first, if the AI vanishes, so like not only the
Yeah.
developers, I think the normal users are going to suffer a lot, and it'd be a
Mm-hmm.
kind of nightmare for everyone
Mm-hmm.
because AI is like very quick and like we are adapt to it. So we starting having a big habitual. So
Mm-hmm.
like if it's vanished, we have to write each and every single code. So definitely it's going to be very time taking. And to be honest, at the young generation, they believe in building logics, not writing, like not learning the grammars of the code. Because that
Mm.
can be, that is the only pre-plan. That is only written into document. You have to
Correct.
read it and you have
Correct.
to understand it.
Right.
So like it would be very hard and might be it's very frustrating. Yeah, I'm telling my
Mm.
perspective if the AI vanishes. So like for me, it would be very frustrating. Like whatever the things has been done in 1 hour, I have to take for 2 long days. So it would be like, no, I
Mm.
need this.
So
So
basically, you are referring to the timeline perspective. That is the one
Hmm.
thing which we understand as of now. Uh, so basically, it has been multiplied the speed with AI, and sometime we can also code that quality of the product if we are building any product, any software. So definitely quality is going to be enhanced one. Error handling can be managed, right? What else from your mind AI or maybe any model can handle for any developer? Or if you can talk about the entire life cycle of software development, if you have already gone through, so maybe you can touch base, just sharing your thought with the viewers.
So for the initial process, like if we talk about how AI helps me out, like rather
Mm-hmm.
than coding, they have many helps you can took it. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, you are dividing your any a database structure. If you wanted to
Mm-hmm.
know, is it normalized or not? Like whatever
Mm-hmm.
the workflow you have designed, it is optimized or not. Like
Mm-hmm.
there is something threshold which has been left, which you forget, like a human error. So AI can
Mm-hmm.
systematically do that. So like from the
Correct.
initial to last, we can use AI as a tool, like which are a helper, so that it
Mm-hmm.
can like help us, like we can the things with the points which we are missing it out. So
Mm-hmm.
the AI can point that point so that we can add it over there if there is missing. And it
Right.
gives a bunch of options with the different creativities.
Mm.
So like for that, we are quite updated. We are in a
Mm.
very fast pace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there is one more good thing is for the using AI is like, so whenever you go with the whole software development process, you have a step-by-step process. So it helps in
Mm-hmm.
making documentation as well. It just articulate in a very well manner, and it just
Mm-hmm.
have like your own notebook, whatever the work has been done.
Right. Right, right. So far, normal, when I'm saying normal or maybe with basic understanding, any developer can think of AI is just generating the next word, right? Or predicting the next word. Because it's just token by token, you are getting responses. Now, when the next leap is coming with the understanding the world, where is whether it's a image, videos, all has been compressed, and then we are getting the responses, right? So with this ecosystem, very soon we are going to reach at the next level of software development or maybe any quick product development. Now, having said that, according to you, how life of a software developer is going to change? Do you see any challenge, or you think that no, there is no change? It's just that one more time there will be a speed into development, and while building component by component and feature by feature, there will be ready-made, model which can be plug and play. So any comment from your side?
Yes, so like if you're thinking about how AI affects the software lives, like in the future
Mm,
as well, how it's going to affect as well. So
mm,
as I can see my present thing, how it has been affected from the previous one. Previously,
mhm,
like I was having just a small use of AI tools, like for doing some things. Rest of the things I'm
mm,
doing manually. But now I have optimized my things to the and the repetitive thing to the AI tools. I have just given my some of the tasks which has been done by AI very correctly. So
mhm.
like I think I still left a time to think in a very different manner. So
Okay.
due to that, I think at some pace my creativity has been increased because then every time I had a very quick liberty of test and check. Oh, I have one
Mm,
hour, so I can test with different things. So rather
mm,
than wasting my whole time, the whole day for testing and checking, it would be frustrating. But once you get in a
right.
very few minutes, so your creativity already increases. So
Mm,
like yeah, for the future one, the if a software engineer is thinking like, oh, the whole life I have to do the coding, like this is
mm,
the only survival. I
right.
believe this is no. I think software engineering doesn't means with the software. It means with how you break the problem and how
Mm,
you come with the new solutions. If
right.
AI is going to grasp our world, so we are the only one who is going to manage AI.
Right.
We are
Definitely.
making it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense also. I think the way you understand the depth of, progress in AI, I think we can manage some bit and pieces of surrounding problem statement over the time. How so maybe the other way of understanding the world is we will be more forced to learn new things day by day, or the way you have mentioned that creativity. So human is all about generating the new ideas every day or every second if they are into the same field. Like when I'm saying field means if someone is designer or someone who is doing the coding, so day by day they are adopting the new things and they are building their learning pattern very robust so that they can solve the problem easily and faster, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now I was just thinking, Saurabh, that now if you want to compare, if you have any, seniors in your organization, uh, basically, I wanted to understand that at your age, your experience versus developer or engineers having 10, 15 years experience, if you have any different, if you have found any difference in the approach of solving the problem, can you talk about that so that we can understand that what is the basic problem in the approach, or is this a learning gap?
Sir, I believe like when we have when we are comparing ourselves with the experienced one with ourselves, which we're having a
Mm-hmm,
less experience. So
mm-hmm,
let's break into two things. Like first thing is into pure technical thing. The second thing is how you're solving the problem.
mm,
For sure, like when it's come with the solving the problem, making more edge cases, making it more like application robust and critical, at we can just
mm,
find it out at a very
mm,
each and every endpoints.
mm.
So I think the senior is going to have a bigger advantage than us. So like when
Right.
it's come with the technical thing where like doing the non like proper coding and all, like doing just the normal thing, I think we
Mm-hmm,
are going to be going at a very fast pace. So we would be like quite quicker in that.
mm-hmm,
Like if the software engineer has already experience, he's into manual thing. So then I think for the technical part, we are going to have some good hand. Like if
mm-hmm,
the senior person is already into AI, is already optimizing himself, so like still it's a learning gap, I believe.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think you are right. Basically, is whenever we talk about no experience, right? So we carry the experience, but at the same time, learning new things and getting up to the mark is very important. So, for example, anybody is having very good analytical skills, logic building, or solving problem, but if they are still taking the bigger time or longer time to solve the problem, whereas one person who is youngest enough to solve the problem with the lesser time. So definitely I think these are the things which make sense and makes difference also for the organization. And as an individual, I think we can connect with all this, right? So
Yes, sir.
so basically what I wanted to say is, um, if you want any years, like you can go like 2 decades before, so there will be always a problem statement saying that who is not with the speed in terms of learning, so definitely they will be behind with
Yes.
someone, right? So that is always be there. Okay. Anything else, sort of, which you want to share with the students in the university or freshers, which they can leverage your sharing, knowledge sharing, if you want to add something at the end of this session?
I have a like small message for everyone. Like
Mm-hmm.
once I started like journey, so like I started as like a software engineer, the normal software engineer. So
Mm,
like when we came into organization, so work whatever we like which we have provided, so please accept that. Like once you
mm,
accept it, you started learning. Like initially I started with the data analyst as a like a data
mm,
analyst where I have to just build Tableau, Power BI and all the analytics world. Then I switch
Mm-hmm.
into data engineering. Then I switch into like proper AI and machine learning, NLP, RAG. So like accepting the challenge is the only key where you're going to unlock yourself, where you're going to identify in which
Right.
domain you're supposed to. So like
Right.
don't be like, if I say in a modern word, don't be a like so-called learner, just be experimental.
Mm-hmm.
Learning means
That's
like
correct.
just doing learning. That's literally quite be boring. But like if you are experimental, you'll learn a lot.
Correct. Correct. Well, thank you, Saurav. Thank you for your time with us, and I hope all the viewers this going to learn something new with this conversation, and they will get some insight from your experience, the type of conversation we had in this episode. So, I, Ashok Singh, see you again in the next episode. Till then, bye bye.